Hey, and welcome to OddsJam, positive expected value plays, or EV bets, expected value for EV for those that don't know. So back once again as a content creator for OddsJam, I wanted to go through the positive EV betting tool once again to show you what it's like. So I'm on a split screen, so bear with me if I'm looking up. It's because I need to see both. So it's very simple to use. I'm going to show you some bets that I put in earlier this morning. I did some props. The Steeler game, I'm a big Steelers fan. I got my Steelers stuff on, right? But, you know, betting against your own team is bad karma and all that bad juju, and juju left. So we're not going down the Browns rabbit hole with them. But anyway, so we picked Freiermuth. And here's the reason I picked these guys, right? I'll show you in a second. But if you look at this, I'm only doing small bets because it's going to be it's cold here in Pittsburgh. They're in Cleveland. It's going to be rainy and wet. There's probably a storm coming. It's been getting cloudier and cloudier throughout the day. Cleveland's an hour away. But the best thing about this game is it's Thursday night football, and it's the Steelers and the Browns. It's like, you know, clash of the clash. Ben left. What's his name left from the Browns? I can't remember his name, but I'll think of it. And, you know, we got two backups starting. These guys got to prove themselves because they're not doing so great. Well, I can't speak for Brissett, but – you know, Trubinsky, everyone's cheering for Kenny at the stadium the other day at the game. So Pickett, I think, is going to be there in the next 2 to 3 games. If not, if they get in trouble tonight, it's a possibility. Steelers cannot afford to go down 1-2 because the Browns are a decent team. The Ravens are a good team, and the Bengals are a good team. So that puts the Steelers in the bottom 2 category of strength meters. Not a place where Steelers fans want to be, not a place where the Steelers want to be. So what I'm doing is taking some props, which I don't normally do, but it gives me something to root for. I look at the over-under. I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, it's just too – to me, it's too – I don't know. There's just something about – it's an icky feeling. And when I feel weird about a bet, I skip out, right? I don't go, oh, well, you know, I don't go about my feelings. It's the numbers and the data. And the reason I'm showing you the positive EV page is because this data is important. And here's the reason it's important. If you look at this, we're getting Nick Chubb at a -105, but Freiermuth a +300. He's already scored a touchdown. He's got a couple in preseason, and he's going to be a target because quarterbacks in trouble, their anchor is typically their tight end. Doesn't mean he's going to win. What it does mean is I got a +300 with him for anytime touchdown. Chubb, I'm just sure he's going to run all night long. J.J. Watt is out. That's not good for their defense for the Steelers. With him, I think they gave up a couple 100 yards, 120 plus yards per game, which isn't bad. But with Chubb being there, that's going to be different. Najee Harris has 1 touchdown so far. We got him at a +160. So how does this tool work? I want to show you real easy. The OddsJam bet trackers here, but if you go to sports, remember, you can sign up for free for 7 days. You can try it out. I suggest what you do is don't put any real money in the bets. Just put in like $100 or $10, whatever your stake is. Use the trial 7 days. Put about 10 to 20 bets in there based off what you learn off here. And you have to read and learn this. This is not something you just look at and say, oh, well, I like the Browns. I'll take the Browns because it's a -205 or instead of a 210. It's way more in depth. It takes a little bit of studying. In fact, it may take a lot of studying. But for some of you guys out there that have been capping for a long time, I've not been. And I've caught on to this. And it's been extremely profitable for me. I started with $1,000. I'm almost up to 8,000, and that's all very small $5, $10 bets. Some are 20. I'm getting up in the $30, $50 range. It gets better and better, right? So let's look at this page. If we look at the anytime touchdown scorer, we can go see all the props right here within. I don't have to go to a different platform. Excuse me, pay for another service because I know a lot of people, you know, complain about, oh, well, this is expensive. It's not expensive. Look at all the tools you use. Like you have, like I said, there's different apps. I looked at one today. It was $30 a month. I'm like, I don't need it. I have all my props right here in this game. Look at this. Every single prop, all of the bookies or books that are available to me, OddsJam provides all this to you. So you don't need to really go anywhere else. You just need to shop the lines and look at the data. Now, what we're looking for is a discrepancy. What that means is, what are the odds I'm getting on the Browns defense, and what does the rest of the market bear? In other words, If you take Apple stock and it's worth $100 per share, but you look at it on here, someone says, well, you got to pay $100 a share, but you look on a market exchange and say, well, it's only $800. It's not 1,000. I'm getting a 200-point value on this stock, right? So that's better value than buying it for $1,000. Now, how do you relate that to sports? Well, the way you relate it is if I bet $10 on this and I lose, I can bet 8 more times. I'm sorry. I have to bet for $10 and I lose 1. I've got 7 more chances to do the same exact bet for $10 before I break even, right? So not a bad deal. So what we're looking at is discrepancies, meaning this number, is it repetitive here? Is it dark? Because if it's a 210 here for the best odds, in other words, Amari Cooper, the best odds I can get is $210. I'm sorry, 210 points. If I scroll through here, well, FanDuel is giving it to me for 210 points, right? My odds price. So I'm going to put $50 on there, right? I'm not going to put on here right now. I'm just saying that's someone, if you want to pick him. I like Amari Cooper tonight because he's going to be a target. He's got a lot of catches so far. He's been active. So for him to score a touchdown anytime at 210, that's a good pick to me because the other markets are 180, 200. That's a 10 to 20 point swing. No, I'm sorry. Look at the master, the big group, MGM. Big difference, right? Let's look at Benny Snell. I just don't see Benny Snell scoring very much at all, but it's a 2,600, so maybe put $2 on that. Chase Claypool, if it's even 340, 260. Look, see the discrepancies? The discrepancy means if this is lower, I want this price. Why would I pay that price when I can get that price? Do you want 5 apples or do you want 20 apples? It's real simple. Do you want 2 beers or do you want a 6-pack for the same price? Which one do you want? It comes down to math at the end of the day. I know that's hard to put through your head because you're so used to hearing the same thing over and over. It becomes this, no offense to the cappers. I'm sure a lot of them are way better than me. I'm just getting started out, but I'm doing pretty good. The reason I'm doing well is because I'm profiting with this tool. I use this tool every single bet I make. If I go against it, I have a hard time keeping profit up because the odds are not in my favor. So I'm looking for discrepancies. So if I look for Benny Snell, why would I take DraftKings at 750 if I can get it here for 2,600? That's a huge difference. Now, you might say, okay, well, I'm getting 2,600 because Benny Snell doesn't run much, doesn't score many touchdowns. I get that. Maybe that's too high of a price. Maybe you're outpricing the market. In other words, the new company started off in the stock market. They're valued at $45, and the analysts on TV say it's overvalued. Don't buy it. Meaning, if you pay $2,600 and it drops down to 500, which is a good chance, you're going to lose your money. Hope that makes sense. A couple other guys I looked at today. Everyone's high on this guy, Donovan Peoples-Jones, good athlete. However, look at the price. 380 and a 380. Look at the rest of the prices. Good pick, right? Gunnar Olszewski hadn't scored in a while. I'm liking 2,600. The other one I had was Trubisky. I don't know what to say about Trubisky. I don't know. I'm going to have to pass on him. But Najee Harris for sure, plus 165. Nick Chubb, minus 05. Now look at this one. Pratt Freiermuth. He's at 305, which means his value's gone up, right? So I hope this helps everyone understand how this works and the positive EV tool, how it can help you. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. I am now an OddsJam creator for content, and I'll be doing some more videos. I'll post them in my Twitter, which is under it'll be tagged here in the video on Twitter. So please find me on Twitter. And if you like my picks from there, you can sign up on the Dub Club link, and I'll send you my picks every day. Thanks so much. Signing off for OddsJam. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.